Procrastination is like plunging into quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. It all starts with one innocent YouTube video, then suddenly, hours have vanished, leaving you staring at a growing pile of neglected work. Stomach churning with dread. We all know that sinking feeling, that voice in your head saying, what if I don't finish it? What if I fail? All these scenarios play in our head, and that paralyzes us. And when you're paralyzed, you can't do anything. Imagine this. I have a major assignment worth 30% of my grade, yet I think to myself, oh wait, I still have 1 month left to go, so I can put it off for now. However, this is where the trap lies. This is where the trap lies. As I put my work more and more, time slips away, leaving me with lesser time frame to complete the task. And what do I do when there's lesser time? I become scared and I put it off even more. This is the vicious cycle of procrastination. And that's how I found myself at 1 a.m. frantically asking my friend, wait, did you do this task? I need the answers for it. And ironically, he replies, wait, I was supposed to ask you that. That's when we both realized we were both equally screwed. So, now we know why we procrastinate. Here's how to solve it. But wait, you may be asking yourself, why trust me? Well, my name is John Caraga, an expert student who happens to be really good in, guess what? Morbid procrastination. Whether that's good or bad, that's up to you, but it does make me uniquely qualified to talk about this topic. Adding on, I also have very extensive experience in being in what I call the procrastination pit, which is basically where leisure activities happen when they're not supposed to be happening. For example, on those days that I would postpone my tasks and deadline, I would be playing, and I would regret playing immediately right after. Sometimes I would regret while I was playing. This ultimately led to negative feelings such as anxiety, dread, insecurity. You know, the usual 3-in-1 procrastinators combo package. Thankfully, I have significantly reduced this habit, and I want to ensure that none of you fall into the same pitfall that I once did. So, if you want to know how a procrastinator like me managed to create a speech right away, well, maybe not right away, then you've come to the right place. Firstly, let me share with you a key principle that helped me overcome procrastination. The Parkinson's Law. You see, the Parkinson's Law states that work expands to fill the time allotted to it. Let me give you an example. Let's say a school gives you get 1 month to complete a task. Naturally, you would slowly complete it in 1 month. However, if suddenly you haven't done anything and time has flew by, you're left with 12 hours. Somehow, your work rate accelerates and you still manage to do it in 12 hours. I have always experienced this, and probably you too. But then, one day, I just had enough of procrastination, and I realized, wait, I could have finished this task in 12 hours, but why did I decide to do it in the 12 hours before the deadline, where I'm anxious and procrastinating, and not at the start? This life-changing revelation led me to develop this habit called the sit-down method. The sit-down method is basically, if you just sat down and focused on this one topic or task or any assignment, how long would it actually take? You would not stop until it was over. No break, no distractions. So for example, I get a maths paper due in 1 week. Normally, I would finish it in 1 week, but then I decide to give myself a deadline of 2 to 3 hours. This would prevent the prolonging of my task and ensure that I finish it in 2 to 3 hours instead of the usual 1 week. Here is how it would go. Instead of taking the usual 1 week route, I would just finish it in 3 hours. This is how I exploit the Parkinson's law. So now, I don't see my work as a mountain of tasks, but I see it as a list of work, and which I can confidently say, oh wait, I have this task in 1 hour. I can just complete it in 1 hour. This shift in mindset and the use of tools such as the Parkinson's law allows me to overcome my procrastination habits. And because of this, after doing work for 1 to 2 weeks straight, the deadline is still a month ahead, thanks to this, I'm able to finish the work in 1 to 2 weeks. And because of that, I still have over a month left. This allows me to do other things that I actually want to do, such as playing guitar, having good sleep, and all the hobbies I want, while still getting the good grades. Let me leave you with this quote. Don't leave your work to the last couple of hours. Leave your work to the next couple of hours. The cure to procrastination is simple. Just do it. I know it may seem scary at first. The work may be too big, the work is too scary. But remember this, done is better than delayed perfection. So I challenge you, on the upcoming hours, what are all the tasks you need to do? How long, if you actually just sat down and focused and powered through the task, how long would it actually take? Transform your work and watch your work transform your whole life. Thank you.